Hey guys, I'm gonna quickly go through the 5.1 notes with you and then a couple examples so that you can take notes on your own notes paper as I go through this video, so you can pause it and write down everything I say and write down. So the first thing is we're going to go through 5.1, which is systems of equations. So systems of equations are two or more equations with the same variables. Meaning, right, if they have x's together, same y's, something like that. Equations with the same variables. And we're going to find the solutions for systems of equations. Today we're going to use graphing to do this. So graphically, to find the solution of a system is the point xy where the two lines intersect. Or where they cross, so where two lines cross each other. Okay, that point xy where they're crossing is the solution to the system. Eventually we'll go through algebraically, and algebraically just tells us the point xy that makes both equations true, meaning like they're going to be equal to each other. But we'll go through that another time. Okay. Today's 5.1 is focusing strictly on graphing. So there are types of solutions. There are going to be three for graphing. One is intersecting lines. So an example of the picture would be two lines going. And that solution would be this point right here. You can see, right? And that's going to be some coordinate xy that when we have a graph or graph paper, you'll be able to kind of identify that point pretty well. Now we've gone over parallel lines. Parallel lines, if you can remember, never cross or intersect. Therefore, they never cross or intersect. If we have parallel lines for two equations in a system, we're going to have no solution. Or you can write a 0 with a cross through it. And then the last type would be if we have same lines, meaning I have a line here with the same slope, same y-intercept, and another line, same slope, same y-intercept. They are on top of each other. That means they're infinite solutions, so we use the infinity sign. There are steps to solving systems by graphing. Okay, so we're going to go through the 3 steps. The first step is to rewrite the equations and slope intercept. Right, and we know that's y equals mx plus b. Right, b is our y-intercept. And then m is our slope. Right, this is where it crosses the y-axis, and then this is slope. Slope we know is rise or run. Top number is how much up, and then bottom number is how much over, and then it goes up and left if it's negative, up and right if it's positive. Right, we should know slope. We've done it the whole last unit. The second is just to graph the line. Okay, with systems obviously you're going to have more than one line, so you're going to graph the lines. Right? And then the third step is just identify the solutions So where they intersect. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background running back and forth on my hardwood. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll look at a couple problems to do together, and then I'll have you finish the rest on your own. Number one, right, we look at our steps. Okay, first step is to rewrite the equation in slope-intercept form. These are both in slope-intercept form already, right? Y equals mx plus b. So we graph this first one, okay? So if we graph y equals x minus 8, right, our slope is technically 1 over 1, so it goes up 1 to the right 1, and our y-intercept is negative 8. So right, find negative 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Make a point through there, and then we make our line using the slope. Up 1 to the right 1. Up 1 to the right 1. Up 1 to the right 1. So we follow this, and we make our line. If you have a ruler, it would be probably easier to see. And then the next one, right, we have y equals negative 2x plus 1. Our slope is negative 2 over 1. And our y-intercept is 1. So find 1. And then we go up 2 to the left one because it's negative, or we can go down 2 to the right one. Okay, I'm going to go down 2 to the right one so that we can see where it's going to cross. Oh, I went too far on that last one. So scratch this one out. And we make our line. And you'll notice, right, we kind of found the point where it's going to cross. I know my line's not perfectly straight, so it's but it should be right on this point, which is 3 over and down 5. So therefore this point is 3, negative 5. And because that's where it's intersecting, that's our solution. 3, negative 5. All right. The next one is in slope-intercept, so I'm not going to do that one with you. I'll have you try that on your own. Let's try one. Number 3. All right, let's try this with, because it's not right in slope-intercept form, we need to translate it to slope-intercept. All right, so that means we solve for y. All right, so to solve for y, we need to add 3x to both sides for this one. So we get y equals 3x plus 8. For this one, right, we need to add x to both sides. So we get y equals x minus 2. So these are two equations now that we move them into slope-intercept form. Okay, so now slope of this one is 1 over 1. Our y-intercept is negative 2. Slope of this one, 3 over 1. Y-intercept is positive 8. So we can do positive 8 first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Alright, it goes up 3 to the right one, or down 1, 2, 3 to the left one. Down 1, 2, 3 to the left one. Down 1, 2, 3 to the left one. So you can keep making multiple points by using the same slope from the previous point that you just marked. That way you can make your line a little straighter if you don't have a ruler. Okay. Now let's graph the other one. So it's -2 is your y-intercept. Right here it says that. And then slope is 1 over 1. So 1 over 1. Down 1 to the left 1. Down 1 to the left 1. Down 1 to the left 1. So you want to kind of use either, because this is positive, it goes up and to the right or down to the left. So obviously the intersect point is going to be somewhere around here. So you want to go down and to the left. And right, we found where these points intersect. Or sorry, where these lines intersect. Right here. So that's at point 5 to the left. Down 7, so -5, -7, and that is our solution. Okay, so those are 2 examples. I've also posted videos of examples on how to solve these in Classroom, but use this video to help you fill out the notes. Now, if you can't print out the notes, try and find graph paper. If you don't have graph paper, try your best when graphing these on your own using any note paper or scrap paper like that. Okay, if you guys have any questions, again, I told you to sign up for that Remind app where you can message me whenever and I'll get the notification really fast. If you haven't signed up, I don't know why, but you can email me or contact me on Google Classroom. Okay, have a good day, and please let me know if you have any questions, guys.